Hi, I'm Tony Senatore, and today we're going to talk about the 12-string bass, some of the things that I do on it that are unique, how it's tuned, how I get the sound that I get out of it, and this instrument we're going to talk about in particular, the Andromeda bass, which I built with Andy Rothstein. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, the 12-string bass has been around for quite a while, actually since the late 70s. The whole idea behind it was Tom Peterson from Cheap Trick had an idea to add an extra string to the already existing 8-string bass, and the Hamer Guitar Company took on this project, and I would say in the late 70s, 1978 or so, the first ones were built. If you take a look here, what it is 4 standard bass guitar strings tuned exactly like a regular 4-string bass guitar. E, A, D, and G. They're the thicker strings here. Now next to each one of these bass guitar strings are 2 guitar strings which are tuned an octave above the bass string. So here's an A, and next to it are the unison strings. Here's one, and here's the second. So essentially what it really is a bass and an electric guitar, like in one instrument. So keeping with that concept, one of the things that I have felt is essential about getting the right sound, at least the sound that I like out of this instrument, is to have an instrument that has stereo outputs. And if you look here, each pickup has a separate output jack, which I run through separate amplifiers behind me. This is the mono stereo switch, which I can use this instrument standard way, which is through one amplifier, and the way the switch is now is for stereo operation. So right now it's set up for stereo. I have each pickup running through the amps behind me. This is the bridge pickup here, and this bridge pickup is running through the Marshall cabinet behind me, which is sitting on top of the Ampeg SVT cabinet. So that pickup, that setup, gives me the guitar sound of this rig. Now this pickup, which is the neck pickup, I have that one running through the Sun 2000S, and on top of the Sun cabinet, which is 4 15-inch speakers. So behind me what you got is essentially a guitar rig and a bass rig. The Sun has 4 15-inch speakers. The Ampeg SVT has 8 10-inch speakers. So now to further clarify this concept, I'll just run through each pickup just to get the idea of the tone. So right now I'm going to isolate the neck pickup, which is this one here. I'm going to use this 3-way, and this is just the bass pickup, just the Sun amplifier. I alternate sometimes. Sometimes I run this neck pickup through the Marshall. Sometimes I run this bridge pick. It all depends on the room or the venue. But today I have the neck pickup running through the Marshall. Here's the sound of the bridge pickup running through the Marshall. Now here's the sound of the other pickup running through the Sun. This is the bass end of the rig. Now if you listen to both of those sounds on their own, they don't necessarily sound all that great. You know, like I have, this is a little extra bassy, and this one is really like nasty on its own. But when you combine them, this is what it sounds like. So here's the Marshall, here's the Sun, and here's both. The one thing that I do different than a lot of the guys that play 12 string is that I tune my E string down a whole step to D. So the same as this D. Another thing is that a lot of the guys that prominent 12 string players play with a pick and they do mostly downstrokes. But for me, the instrument seems to take on a new dimension when you play with your fingers, because what you can do is keep the low D droning while you play melodies off of that drone with the other strings. Like